Imagine this. You've spent a decade getting really good at what you do. You're an expert, and then, one afternoon, a single notification pops up on your screen and quietly tells you that a machine can now do your job better, faster, and cheaper. That's where the book The Great Synthesis begins. On the surface, it's about AI, automation, and the future of work. But at its core, it's about something much deeper. It's about how we stay human when machines can outthink us. How we move beyond the fake choice between an AI utopia and an AI apocalypse. And how we can redesign our lives so that technology serves human wisdom, not the other way around. Let me introduce you to Anna. She's a senior strategy analyst at a top global consulting firm. Her superpower is turning chaotic data into sharp, actionable stories for CEOs. It's the kind of high-value knowledge work we all thought was safe from automation. Then, an email lands in her inbox. It's a company-wide announcement about a new strategic intelligence platform called Athena. Inside the email is a screenshot of her next quarterly report. Only, she didn't write it. The machine did, in seconds. In that moment, Anna's real question isn't, will I lose my job? It's far more personal and unsettling. If it can do my job, what is my job now? This book is the story of how to answer that question for Anna and for all of us. The book argues that the real risk isn't just AI taking our jobs, but AI tempting us into what it calls the Great Delusion, the belief that we have to choose between blind enthusiasm and total doom. The book is structured in 3 parts. Part 1 is The Great Delusion, which dives into why this moment feels so different. The author doesn't sugarcoat anything. We hear from the enthusiasts who believe AI will liberate us and solve the world's biggest problems. Then, we see the glitches in the machine, the hallucinations, the lack of true understanding, the missing moral core. We also hear from the doomsayers who warn of mass job displacement and even existential risk. By the end of this part, it's clear. The problem isn't that AI is powerful. The problem is the false choice between utopia and extinction. So if the answer isn't in the hype or the horror, where is it? Part 2, The Great Awakening, takes a radical step back. It turns to some of the oldest sources of wisdom to understand what makes a life worth living in any age. We visit Aristotle, who distinguished between making things and wise, ethical action. AI is mastering the making, but wise action is irreducibly human. We learn about effortless action from Lao Zi and the Tao, a new way to interact with machines. We explore the Yi Jing not as superstition, but as a tool for understanding change. And we look at Hermann Hesse's novels, which remind us that our value lies not in what we produce, but in who we are becoming. This brings us to a key idea, the human margin. This is the space where machines can't go. It's our capacity for wisdom, our ability to make ethical choices, and our willingness to grow. Part 3. The Great Rebalancing asks the hard question. How do we build a world that actually rewards this kind of humanity? This part shifts from philosophy to practical design. It proposes moving from an economy obsessed with efficiency to an ecology of flourishing, where human capacities like judgment, ethics, and creativity are valued most. To make this real, the author introduces new vocations, like the ethical sensemaker, who asks, should we build this? The context weaver, who turns data into meaningful stories. And the wise steward, who transmits wisdom, not just knowledge. These roles show how our human qualities can become economically essential. The book then applies this thinking to our economy, our education system, and our society, sketching out a vision for a world centered on human wisdom. What makes this book so unique is that it was itself co-authored with AI. The author openly used AI as a powerful but flawed collaborator. The book isn't just about the future of human-AI collaboration. It's a live experiment in that future. If you feel both excited and uneasy about AI, if you wonder what work and meaning will look like in the future, and if you sense that neither blind optimism nor total doom is the answer, this book offers a new perspective. It doesn't tell you how to beat the machine at its own game. It shows you how to stop playing that game altogether and start building a new one, where your deepest humanity is your greatest strategic advantage. The story starts with Anna's notification. It ends with a challenge to you. You can see AI as the force that replaces you, or you can see it as the pressure that pushes you toward your human margin toward wisdom, character, and a life that can never be outsourced. If you're ready to explore that path, this is your invitation to step into the Great Synthesis. Thanks for watching. If you found this insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.